GG.
Good half, guys.
Can we wait 5 attention between the games?
500 minutes, great idea.
Guys, I am swapping the settings back so the blue team will be attacking first.
Yeah, can we just take
Yeah, take 5 minutes. As far as I'm concerned, I don't mind. But...
Jinky, how's life? Jinky does not want to talk. Okay, I'm sad. How's life, man?
Good.
Not too bad. Wait, are you talking to me or someone else? That's awkward.
You.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof. Who was the other guy who spoke? Rest. We're in peace.
Not me. Not me.
It was you.
Oh man. Am I right in thinking that's Misalignment's first defeat of the entire league so far?
Yeah.
Oof.
Maybe.
I don't know how we ended up going to Clubhouse. It's the only map we haven't scripted.
Oh. Oof.
Who did map bans?
Oh, I think Coop did.
Oh, Cooper.
Kaz, this
no
is
wonder.
why you don't be lazy.
Cooper always calls out Astro when the guy's involved, so you see there's a problem here. You actually don't understand how you got them two mixed up.
Membry, did you get any like my little clips that game?
I missed. Is that Pillar speaking?
No, Tats.
Tats.
Oh, Tats. I think I got quite a lot of your stuff. I think I missed quite a lot of Pillis. Like he was roaming around by the bar area quite a lot, and I kept on spectating him when he was staring at a wall, and then every time he went and did something, I looked away. I was like, great. I think I caught a fair decent amount of the action, but
Poggers.
Trying not to overuse the bird's eye view. Like, it's so tempting when you're spectating just to stay in bird's eye view, because then you're like, yeah, I didn't miss anything.
I got quite a nice, couple nice 2-piece entries in that.
I caught Jinky's. I saw Jinky swing around Moto and get a 3km first round.
Yeah.
Well, how did that one happen?
Someone didn't open Moto Hatch, did they now? You spastic. You
look.
fucking
At least your team can
mongoloid.
fucking impact trick, Cooper.
Oh, I also caught the.
Coop always fails at impact.
I caught the majority of a round where.
Impact, I swear to fuck.
I pre-fired Cooper in dirt. That was not a vibe for him.
Yeah, I got the majority of revive, getting rid of all of the Habana pellets with the impact grenades.
I don't know who it was, who Legion was when you got to a defending armory. I got like a swift one tap when they were back mannequins.
I have no idea. Oh no, that was me. That was me. Yeah, shit.
Right.
That was impact
and then I swung on this night.
Just, I peeked him through the floor and he just said fuck it and just started impacting me instead.
Misalignment, I got a question for you guys. Why do you ban the Maestro and not run the Echo at all?
Because we thought it was another map.
Yeah, we thought it was Cafe.
What?
Yeah, we thought we would play Cafe.
That's not fair excuses. Consulate.
I have, bro. I shit you not. I was told to join the game 15 minutes before it was supposed to start.
Did you guys like not look at the screen when you were doing your bans?
Yeah, but we didn't think of shit.
Cooper.
Yeah.
We don't play Clubhouse. We don't scrim Clubhouse. all of that was ranked strats. So
Actually, Club is our best map.
Yeah, it looked
We're
it.
safe in strats, we're so far ahead, we're comfortable, right?
Oh no.
Yes, of course. Oliver Jenkinson running out of breach with a shotty is the most scariest thing in the world. Bro, that honestly, I shot myself. I knew you were gonna do it as well, but I still shot myself.
I just couldn't resist, especially
yeah, I know, it's
you.
the
I would have
only...
done it to anyone else.
Oh, Membry, did you get my 2 pieces Jaeger that round? Where I killed Thermite and then hopped over?
Where were you when you got the kills?
It was top floor. I was in cash and then I hopped over the rotate and killed someone entering breach.
That'd
be a no.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to think which round it was because there were so many rounds, but probably
No,
not.
I'm
trying to think.
I'll look through the stream a bit later anyway.
All I know is fucking, what was it? There was... The first round I get bodied by some guy because Motor Hatch wasn't open, and then I get a 3k the next round. Fucking shite.
You get a tree.
Tree, yeah, you're very funny, Cooper. This is why you're shite.
Don't start, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Who is the Jaeger who came down One of the guys playing Jaeger came down the main stairs and got a kill onto
Yeah,
Thatcher.
that'd be me.
Yeah, I caught that. I just about saw you do it in time. I didn't
hell.
see where you actually went, you just suddenly appeared there. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I missed a lot of my first shots. I put like 2 people one shot, and then I kind of just turned on the stairs for a while.
Oh, who was it? Somebody was challenging. I think it might have been you, Tats. You were challenging up the red stairs angle, and I saw you whiff like a whole magazine of Zophia's gun.
Oh really?
Yeah, like you could see like a sliver of the smoke playing on top, and you just couldn't quite hit the pixel. You were like just slightly to the right of it.
Yeah, that was well weird for me because I felt like my recoil control was dead on point there.
Your recoil was fine. Your aim wasn't.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know, I guess.
Your recoil was like all in the same spot. It was just the wrong spot.
Tats, did I even get in a gunfight with you apart from the one in dirt?
There was one in blue. So, like, I was stuck in lounge while I capped out outside a double door.
Oh yeah.
And then,
but that's not really a
blue,
gunfight. Yeah.
No, but literally, if I clip that, you can't see a single bit of you. All you can see is the tiniest corner of your head. The tiniest corner of your hat even. It weren't even you, and then I was dead. I was like, what the fuck?
Great game, to be honest.
It's gonna be so nice when we have a replay system.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Replay system on point. Just gonna spectate Cooper the whole game. Want to see what he does.
It'd be so nice at the end of the game.
What
So,
like,
you guys ask me if I quote something, I'm like, let's just go watch him replay instead.
Bruh. I would love to
think,
spectate Webby. He would just be staring at a wall
Bro, I
for 2.5 minutes straight.
I don't know what Webby was doing half of the game, not gonna lie. You just kind of there.
He vibes.
I was chilling.
You were vibing, Webby.
But the fucking flank watching bar, Ash laying down on main door.
Wait, the fuck?
Sensei nip.
Like he's laying on the main door, just fucking watching the bar. Well, first time I killed him, but second time like he was laying down, so unlucky.
I was quite upset about that because I'd done some nice 2-piece entries and then we still lost.
I'm disappointed you weren't in any of your fucking autistic spots. I was thinking you were like Freezer or like.
Wait, Jinky, did you see his aim on you when you was Jaeger?
I don't remember.
Control player.
Yep.
I put my ADS up by 7.
Oh shit, that round. I was looking fucking everywhere.
My recoil went over the place.
I'm just reading the chat now, and you guys seriously thought you were playing Cafe.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That wasn't even a joke.
No.
How do you fuck up that bad?
Yeah.
It's just like,
we banned Maverick because we're playing club, and then we said ban Maestro. Like, what's happened here?
I thought we banned Maverick. He's just fucking broken in the best op in the game.
Why'd you just force show me into TM's lobby, you spackhead?
Who are we actually waiting for, by the way?
Sensei.
Sensei, he's been asleep all fucking day. I swear to God.
And bro,
it's useless.
He slept for 15 hours.
Do you wanna watch Rocket League Pro League with me after this?
Come vibe slash.
I will come vibe. I will indeed.
Can we just start a new party and do that while everyone else playing the game? Yeah.
4v4.
Agreed. We're just
still
in party
play.
chat.
We just vibe.
Yeah, we're just in party chat.
I'm ready to go.
Alright, yeah, we're good.
Was that Sensei? Bear in mind, I can't see anyone's mic, so I don't know who was talking.
Yeah, Sensei.
Sensei was talking.
Yeah, also
Cool.
The kill I got on Phyllis with the C4 was on blue hatch.
Phyllis.
He stood on blue hatch.
Yeah.
Oh. I was looking for ramp for that. I was
I
like,
was far back and I just moved up like I was far back in stock, but I moved like 2 steps. And then I was like on the hatch.
I was trying to think where the soft floor was, so I was looking around in like the kitchen area looking for the body, and I just couldn't see it anywhere.
He was stood on the hatch, and I had a
Oh,
camera,
man.
and I went, oh, he's dead then. Free kill.
That's nice.
Bear in mind, I'm probably playing shit because I've just woken up and I'm already drinking.
Oh dear. So,
This is what we lose go for.
am I right in thinking that everyone in TM's ready? We're just waiting on also.
I'll message him now.
Freak.
It's all good. I'm just trying to keep track of it because I don't want to start the game and then someone not be here. But
I think we're putting in a
Who's
protest now
defending
anyway.
first? Us or them?
We are.
Revive are defending this one, yeah.
Cool.
Monsters!
Oh, it's wrong.
nipped.
Oh, it's Consulate! Ew! I just realised that. Oh, you're
honestly
back, Will.
same
Okay.
slash.
Ah, Will's back. Yeah, we're good.
Bro,
Yeah.
Consulate on attack
Right.
is a vibe.
Can I just get Tats and Suva? Suva's just said he's good. Tats, are you guys good as well?
Yeah, we're good.
Sometimes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start then, so good luck guys and
Oh,
have fun.
sweating
Yeah,
like
go
a
for
fat lass in a chippy. Why is it so warm?
Shut up, Will. Always.
Cool, so on to the second map here, Consulate, which I'm assuming is going to be a stronger performance coming up from Team Misalignment, as they have admitted to losing the ban phase pretty much for the first map. They actually were preparing for Cafe. It is the first time they've lost points in the league, so that is their first map lost, which is impressive for Revive, regardless of the map phase going in their favour. Thatcher band coming out here from Team Misalignment. The Ying ban, so a bit of a comfort ban I reckon, but I think I might have actually had that wrong around, sorry. I think it was actually, sorry, yeah, it was Revive who banned Thatcher, and it's Misalignment who banned the Ying. So Thatcher ban leaves the Maverick in play, so if you want to get the wall open you're going to play the Maverick, but if you're going to try and take out the batteries and stuff like that and use the thermite, then you're going to go for a room clear. Pulse actually getting banned out here, so again we could see Echo, Maestro, Mira, we're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff still on the board. I just wonder if both teams will make more use of it this time. Echo is banned, so Maestro Mira in play, fairly standard. Mira decent on Consulate, but I don't think she's as powerful as other maps, so I'm not surprised to see her not banned. I think Valkyrie Pulse bans are quite common across Consulate. There's a lot of soft floor and a lot of angles where you can get good intel from a pulse scanner, all the way up from Visa stairs looking up into admin and examples like that. The Nomad actually being left out, so Nomad here changes Consulate quite a lot in terms of the runouts from yellow can be so crucial at times, and it really is just going to take that aspect out of play. And we finally see an IQ. I suppose the Valkyrie here is still potentially going to be quite powerful. So Revive running the Mute and the Kaid, so they can potentially get both of the walls of Mute Jammers and then Kaid for hatches. It's going to make it very difficult for the attackers here, aren't running a Maverick, so they're going to struggle to get the hatches open.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I think this is actually my first time ever spectating a game of Consulate. In my opinion, is one of the best maps in competitive play. I think it's very well balanced and I enjoy it a lot, but I can understand that there's a lot of repels, and I think it frustrates quite a lot of teams who don't like the aspect of sitting patiently in a corner waiting for somebody to overpeak. So I think it's a map which suits more mature teams who know when the right time to run out and make a play is, and I think we'll see a close contest here between the two teams. And I take back what I said about the Kai, they actually are playing with the bathroom hatch open. So using the electric claw to get the wall, so the Mute Jammers instead will probably be used to stop drones coming in through the anti-chamber area. That's a magic immediately opening up these windows, and since I've taken some damage and actually gets down from main lobby, the defenders do know about that, so it's a 4v5 here. Not the start that Team Misalignment we're looking for coming into the second half. And they are all over on the police line side, which is probably the hardest to actually get to the building from, so I wonder if that was a bit of a mistake from them. Vigil here, roaming around on the top floor. He's actually got the Jaeger up here with him, so I like what Revive are doing here with the bathroom set up to get the attention of the attackers, but then the Rovers are actually playing upstairs. By the looks of it, not even droned out, so I think they've done quite a good job of hiding. And now this is where the Thatcher ban is so crucial, because the attackers don't have the option of just going to the wall. It's not available to them. Magic gets a kill onto Pillis, who went for a run out by the looks of it. I think that might have been a bit ill-advised considering the amount of time they were wasting. Cooper has made it in here to Piano. Slash does get a kill onto Magic. I'm not having much luck with actually spectating the key parts. I'm having horrific luck, apart from I finally caught a kill, which is great. It is Tats and Jinky left in a 2v3. And Tats just having to play frag here. He's not been able to use any of his thermite charges. Again, I was talking about Consulate not being preferred by a lot of teams. There's also no love for Carly being shown. She's got so much potential to sit outside of this wall, get the jammers, electricals off the wall, and then hold these massive angles from outside the garage breach. But teams just don't seem competent on using it. They don't seem like they want to learn it. And C4 coming out narrowly misses Jinky, who I think this is the 4th round in a row, potentially, I've seen him in a 1v3 situation. So I'm feeling a little bit sorry for Jinky here, because he's probably feeling a little bit stressed out. Maybe one of these days he's going to get one of his clutches, but Revive not giving him any space to work with whatsoever, and he's just crouch walking down the spiral stairs. He's got no drones, got very little intel. Pre-firing what he can, but it's giving away his position in doing so, and 17 seconds left. Camera spotted him.
15 seconds remaining.
If I had to name unwinnable situations, that would be very high up there, and very nice strat there coming out from Revive. I liked that a lot with the double roam top floor and the bathroom hole just distracting the attackers. Pillis, I think, went for a bit of an overplay, which didn't get punished at all by team misalignment. And they are now going back to top floor. I wonder if going bottom floor actually caught misalignment off a little bit, but we'll see. Lion coming out from Jinky, who seems to have had enough of his hard breach roll. I'm not surprised, considering the amount of clutch situations he's been left in. And you don't necessarily need a hard breacher for top floor. You could take Habana. Ace might be quite powerful with the smoke grenades when he comes into play, but for the time being, Habana's the only one with the range destruction, which is what you need to be able to go on these repels and open angles. Only the 2 kills coming out from Misalignment, who struggled to get towards the building and then didn't make any attempt to roam clear the top floor. They really haven't looked on form today. I'm hoping that they don't lose their heads and that they can actually come into the second map a little bit more. They have lost 8 rounds in a row across the match now. From what I've seen, the map ban definitely seemed to go in Revive's favour. They looked very strong on Clubhouse, and their first round they looked very well prepared for Consulate, and I think we're seeing what definitely looks like an organised team here.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
Misalignment here, almost forming a new yellow meta with the Nomad IQ Lion combo. Letting the team down with no finger blitzo. And there's a very evil, very early black eye taken out there. Not sure how they spotted that. They must have seen it thrown out from a window, because it doesn't look like the IQ's been on her gadget at all yet. And I think this is potentially the part of Consulate that a lot of teams get frustrated by, is just rappelling up onto these angles, opening them up and just being patient. So Misalignment taking control of the Visa side of a map, and Revive aren't challenging it at all. The closest thing they've got is Slash playing over by this printer room. He's supported by Otto, who's got the LMG, so very good guns here. And ooh, the opening kill coming out from Magic, who has got control. The attackers here do have control of printer, break room, and by the looks of the front desk. Just trying to eke out a little bit more control so they can push up towards Soda, but Valkyrie's got very useful intel, but double C4 from Pillis. And again, Misalignment just looking a little bit off-put by some of the things that are getting thrown out of them.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
They're going very much through standard positions and not really roam clearing the vertical aspects of the map, but they have evened this out. So this is a winnable round for them if they can play this correctly. They've got a lot of control over meeting here, and defense sat quite far back inside. They do have denial in the smoke. He's got 2 of his canisters left with 40 seconds to go, but the plant is coming out from Magic, and he doesn't seem to be... Oh, he messes up the smoke canister. Sets it off. The plant is going down. He kills the IQ, but he doesn't seem to be aware that Magic actually falling off the plant here and just pre-firing a little bit, giving away his position. Magnus catching the stun grenade, which could be crucial if it... No, it doesn't quite blind him, but he gets down from the angle below, and Jinky... Even when he's taken off his thermite, gets left in a clutch situation. If he gets the kill onto the smoke, he's got the potential to swing this around, but the smoke is playing it very well, just backing off at the moment, going and hiding by the long desk, and gets the kill, making it 2-0 for Revive, who are looking dominant so far. Magic had a very good round there, but the rest of his team weren't able to get on the board. That C4 coming out from Pillis just seemed to take all of the momentum away from their Visa take. Revive making it down to the lobby, having not lost a single objective so far. We're not going to see the split come out. Now I wonder if this is a site where they would have run the Pulse, because I do think it's a very powerful site for Pulse. But they do have a C4 in Mozzie. So we've got some plant now below, and lobby's really interesting because you can play it from above or you can play it below. There's a lot of angles to work with, there's a lot of floor to work with. You just gotta have the intel kept alive from this evil eyes.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Bomb located by attackers.
Deploying razor wire.
So the hatch is open here. If the C4 is thrown correctly, you can get the Z4 to come up through the hatch into the main lobby, which would be a very nice angle to see and use. Not sure what Pillis is doing. He's roaming around on the top at the moment, so this makes me think that they're mostly going to hold it from above. The Mozzie doesn't have the super shorty anymore, which used to be incredibly useful for going upstairs and opening angles looking down. But he's possibly being used more to replace a bit of a vigil role, playing on the top floor, denying some drones, wasting a little bit of time.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
3 people upstairs. I'm assuming the Smoke and Jaeger are going to swap round, so quite a heavy roam upstairs so far. Also left alone in sight, and again, the attackers spawning over on this extremely risky side of the map and coming straight into challenging, and Sensei, again, punished for it. He's already down to so little HP. A little bit of a shame here to see Misalignment struggling to get towards the building at the moment.
A bomb has been located.
And I really am intrigued by the way that Revive are playing so many people upstairs. They've only got Ossel and Webby playing downstairs who aren't hard holding it. They're moving around a lot and still doing aspects of their setup. Misalignment, again, seem to prefer this admin Visa side to enter in through. Sensei on the upside down rappel with the air jab next to him, keeping him safe, but in a difficult position with so little HP to work with. C4 gets ripped. I don't think that's going to hit him. I think I've got a glitch where this... I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if he is just holding the C4 at this point. It looks like he might just be holding the C4. He has ripped it and he's just waiting to throw this out, and... Oh, the IQ very lucky not to take any damage there. She is already very lit up. Slash peeking out very aggressively here, and Misalignment just seemed to have come to a bit of a stall. They they're out on these repels and they've got a little bit of intel on what the defenders are doing, but they just can't get this opening pick, and time is just slipping away from them here. The Ash inside, Fossil is aware of this. Webby does get taken out, so the Ash playing very aggressively here. Not seemingly aware of where the Maestro is and gets taken out by the Mozzie on the retake. The retake does seem to work out for Revive here. Put themselves in a man advantage. Double man advantage now as it's just Jinky and Magic left alive. Crucial kill coming out from Jinky to put themselves back into a more winnable situation. But very little map control on their side and not very much utility to work with either. And now it is just Magic left alone in a 1v3. Unaware of a Maestro, and Team Misalignment really not showing up so far today. They keep having individual players make a little bit of leeway into sight and then just not being able to hold any map control, and definitely not looking like a good game for them. And now they are in a tough position. They've lost 3 rounds in a row on what isn't a very stereotypically defender-sided map, but Thatcher Van is no doubt contributing to it a little bit, especially with the way that Revive are setting up to deal with the Thatcher ban, or make the most of it, I should say. But we are seeing a bit of adaptation from here, from Team Misalignment, bringing the Maverick instead of a Thermite, so they potentially now have the option to go straight to the wall and get it open, which could offer them another avenue. It'll be quite difficult for them to deal with the vertical pressure though if the correct angles are set up from Piano, so I think they need to invest in a roam clear. But with Pillis and Slash roaming on the top floor, that could waste a lot of their time. They aren't bringing any smoke grenades, which I think would have been very useful for them if they'd been able to try and get the wall open and then smoke off for a plant. I wonder if the Nomad is worth it when top floor is currently locked off, and yellow runouts could probably be watched by a Claymore instead. I think we are going to see more or less the exact same strat coming out from Revive. That's a lot of ping, and I'm not sure if that's on my end or if that's on the entire server. I'm hoping that's not affecting the guys playing too much, but I'm thinking that could be an entire server error. I'm not actually sure how long that's been going on for. It looks like it's been fairly temporary, and Sensei, I don't know what's going on with Sensei today. He's normally a very strong fragger, but he seems to just be struggling to get to the building here. That's 3 out of 4 rounds so far where I've seen him from spawn take either 90 damage or just outright get killed. Maybe with the early C4 looking up into anti-chamber with a cam placed on it, so this could be a really useful spot if... Well, the IQ's off the board now, so they're not going to see it in time. And Misalignment looks so uncomfortable on Consulate. They just cannot get in the building, and they cannot break down these setups at all, no matter what utility they're using. And they just look a little bit confused at this point. They've started going for the wall, some of them have been roam clearing, they don't seem to have any synergy. And I'm surprised because they said that they weren't expecting it to be Clubhouse in the first map. It looks like they weren't expecting Consulate in the second map either. I wonder if they prepared for Coastline instead. Cooper just seeing the bullet traces, so he's aware of the guy playing here. Lights up the feet of the Valkyrie, but doesn't get enough damage to down her. And he's just holding the ankle here. I wonder if his team's just having a bit of a chat, just discussing what to do. Now Pillis is running out. Now, I think this is clever from Revive because it doesn't give Team Misalignment any room to breathe whatsoever, and it is a flawless round, very convincing. And Misalignment had a whole minute and a half there where they could have been discussing what to do in the next upcoming rounds, and it's taken away from them. So I casted a 7-0 the other day between Locked Up. I can't remember who the other team was. I think it might have been... It was actually Sin Dynasty, who've now disbanded. So I've casted a 7-0 before, and it is, particularly with PS4 teams, it's interesting to see how quickly they can tilt and lose perspective of how to play. So, not necessarily very much adaptation coming out from TM, and I just wonder if they've lost their heads a little bit having lost Clubhouse 7-3 and now being 4-0 down here on Consulate.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I gotta say, Revive have been playing very well. I've liked their strats a lot. I think they've shown the kind of quality that they had when they won the Randy League, and I don't think they've shown that so far in the Sin League, and I'm glad to see them stepping up a little bit and showing what they're capable of, because it does seem like they've been memeing around a little bit in some of the other games and potentially throwing points because of it, and I think they've definitely got the potential here to be at the top of the league. I think just beating Team Misalignment in itself just shows the potential they have, but the league's going to slip away from them if they don't pull out this kind of performance every week.
5 seconds to insert.
Misalignment, on the other hand, top of the league, and so far not showing much for it. They really haven't looked very good today. But winners sometimes just have a mentality where they're able to make comebacks just out of mental strength, and Sensei finally gets his kill. So hopefully this time he'll actually make it to the building, and this could be the start of a swing. They just need 1 or 2 attack rounds to go in their favour, and this match could completely flip on its head. Revive, I think, are probably playing quite aggressively here. So I reckon Team Misalignment just worried about more and more spawn peaks. I gotta say, having spoken to both of these teams in the lobby, they both seem like pretty class guys. So they don't seem like the kind of team who would tilt too much, but I'm wondering at this point how both teams' comms are sounding. And Misalignment, again, they're out on these repels, doing their drone work, setting up the necessary angles, but they've got to make the entry into the building at some point, and every time they've done so far, they've been met by either a C4 or they've just been met by so many people getting kills onto them that they just haven't been able to establish any real control. They finally put themselves in a double man advantage, so they look a lot more coordinated so far, with a lot of intel on the bottom floor, making sure there's no C4s to catch them off guard. Now the defenders still got yellow, still got bathroom, but Slash here, I think he's in the console office, just holding an angle into meeting. He is holding this bullet hole, but a lot of pressure resting here on Ossel. The bullet hole peek coming out for Slash, working out well for him, but Ossel wide peeks, gets the kill onto Jinky, which is a really nice shot there from Ossel. Bianca's doing a very good job here of just stopping the attackers getting into meeting, and again, Misalignment just struggling to get into sight and actually get control of it. They've gone into meeting and they've immediately just lost people for doing so. And Sensei's just sat out here on the window, not looking sure of what to do with himself. And Tats does get downed, and that's just savage. That is just absolutely savage from Revive, making a fantastic comeback there from a 5-3-3. Clutching the round out, taking themselves to 5-0, and that's the kind of performance which makes me wonder if they're going to 7-0 this map, because that looked to be a Team Misalignment round, and they are just not letting anything slip by them. Revive look absolutely on fire. I think I was live with 11 people just a minute ago. I've seen a couple of comments coming in, so I'm assuming not very many predictions coming out, and I doubt very many of you would have predicted this coming into the match. Misalignment top of the league here, and without a single round on Consulate so far. Revive are just recycling strats, so they've been doing the same thing every time. Which Misalignment at this point, I think, have stuck to more or less the same. Ash, Sophia, Buck, Nomad. They've been swapping between obviously the Hard Breach, IQ, and Lion as their fifth. And nothing just seems to be working out for them. I just wonder if they need to take something like smoke grenades, just so that once they get into sight they can cover themselves a little bit and offer themselves a chance of actually getting some plant down. I've seen Misalignment bail on a couple of plant opportunities, and I just feel like if they'd stuck one of them, particularly on, I think it was their first top floor attack, they got into sight and they were midway through planting when a smoke canister just unnerved him a little bit, and I just wonder if they'd stuck it, would they have actually got the round win?
5 seconds to insertion. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
I'm going to watch Sensei, because every single time so far, he's either died or got a kill just getting to the building, so I wonder if he's feeling a little bit apprehensive about walking up here. He's not running an ACOG, so he's got some pretty nasty angles. And also nearly does some damage to his teammate there. Just about stopping in time. Magic walking straight in front of him. It's been 30 seconds so far, and Misalignment haven't left their spawn, and I just feel like this is a sign that they're really nervous about the spawn peaks, and they just don't seem prepared. Bit of early pressure coming out on the main doors and windows here. And Pillis with the opening kill. Pillis is probably going to be mad at me because so far I've not caught any of his opening plays.
Bomb located by attackers.
Getting the next kill, and Jinky has left the game. So we've been talking a little bit about mentality between the two teams, and I think that is evidence for TM at this point, probably just losing a little bit of will to play. Jinky, I'm not sure if he was the guy watching Rocket League, so he's probably gone off to watch the RLCS. If he wasn't the guy watching Rocket League, he'd probably consider it after this game. Might move game entirely. 2v4, Cooper and Tats left alive in another clutch situation. Looking very unlikely here to get around on the board on their attacking side. And Cooper not even aware of the hatch above him, and 6-0 sweep here, revive. They've got the man advantage going into the next round unless Jinky reconnects. And I think this is going to be a second 7-0 that I've casted within a fortnight of itself. Slash and Suther and Pillis as well, playing really well. Ossel and Webby not even playing badly themselves.